Good day. Today I'll be navigating this session.
Hi, my name is Ulrich. I'll be the navigator of the session.
Alright, cool. So today I'm gonna be discussing chapter 14, building models with Mangoose. So what is Mangoose? Mangoose is a JavaScript library that helps you work with MongoDB database, then your node.js, and it also helps you define schemas and helps create models as well. So what are models? Models are basically a tool that helps you work with specific types of data, and it also helps you structure your data that you're gonna put in your database, in your MongoDB database. So that data is structured with fields, types, and rules. So let's jump into the code and see how I've used Mongoose to basically create models, and how I've taken those models and used them to basically create documents that will be uploaded to my database. So firstly, I have my subscriber.js here in my models folder. This is where I've created my models. So firstly, I've imported Mongoose over here. Then this is the first model I've created. The name of this model is subscriber. So um here I have this variable, and within this variable subscriber schema, I'm using schema to basically set the structure of my data, right? How I do that is by using these key value pairs or properties. Excuse me. Um, as you can see, I have name, email, zip code with data types attached to each of these keys. So this is basically for my recipe application, right? Um, for the recipe app, and basically this is for subscribers that which shows the name and email and zip code of the subscriber, which will be in the database when we create a document, right? Using this model. So that's what this model is for specifically. Um, and as you can see, I've set the name of the model to subscriber. So yeah, the schema basically sets the structure of the data. That's how my model is created. Uh, then to use this model, I've used it in my main.js uh, over here. I've done that by creating a document to save to my database. So here I have my model subscriber, and I'm using the model subscriber. Um, and then using the create function here, I am creating a document which will be in my database, in my MongoDB database. So I have over here the name and email and the values attached to it. So basically, this is me inheriting the how do I say the structure, right, of the model subscriber. So I'm able to use the fields name and email. So that structure comes from the this this specific model over here. As you can see, I've set the structure here, so I can use these fields, and the subscriber I can have the subscriber name and email in that document that I'm creating, basically over here. uh then essentially this dot then function is, yeah, it has a callback function, and within it it's logging that the document is saved. That's if it's created. If it's not created, then it logs an error. um in this variable I use dot find to basically search for a specific value within my document that I created. The value we want is the name, Jada Martelli. So .find does that. It goes in the database and it looks for that value within the document, and basically just logs the document if it's found. If it's not, it logs the error. But mainly just about using the subscriber model to create the document and inherit the structure from here. Then I went ahead to create another model. The name of the model is comments. These are basically comments that are made on specific recipes. So there's the comments that are shown for specific recipes, right, in the app, in the application. So using schema, I've set, of course, the structure of the model with these keys: recipe ID, which uses object ID as the value, right? Then username has the data type string. The comments text, which is the comment that is made for the recipe, uses a string. And then here there's the date set within this dictionary over here. And then the name of the model is comment. And that is basically used over here to create a document for my database. I use the model comment to inherit that structure, and using create, I create that document over here. As you can see, the recipe ID, username, and comment text that basically comes from my model that I created, which is comment. As you can see here, the recipe, username, and the comment text. So you can see that there, that the values are set there: the recipe ID, the name, as well as the string, which is the comment itself. Then saving the comment, while logging that the comment is saved, and then shows the comment there, or logging the error if this document is not created. Then using .find to look for that specific comment in the document, which is basically in the database. And then this just logs the document, and this logs the error if it's not found, if the document's not found. So that's basically a summary of lesson 14. Basically just what models are and how they're created and how they are used to basically create documents that will be uploaded onto my database. Basically the database that will be uploaded on is here. In this recipe database. So let's see. So as you can see here, I have subscribers. Because I created subscribers, which is that the document, it has basically loaded that data onto this database, onto the recipe database. It loaded the subscribers document, and all of those values are shown over here: the ID, the name, the email, as you can see here. So this is the database it gets saved to when I use create. So that's basically how the models work essentially. It just creates the structure of the data that we're going to use to create the documents, and those documents are obviously loaded onto this database. That specific document is this document subscribers, which has that data that was structured by the models, which is stored here. Alright, cool.